The phone slipped from my hand and cracked against the kitchen tile like a gunshot. Sarah's text glowed up at me from the fractured screen. Asterisk extending my stay. Don't wait up. Love you. Asterisk. The words were hers, but the tone was wrong. Too clipped, too careless, like she'd typed it while walking away from me. I stood in the dark, the fridge humming behind me, the smell of last night's lasagna turning sour in the air. My pulse thudded in my ears. I'd kissed her goodbye at the airport 3 days ago. She'd smelled like vanilla and nerves, her fingers tight around my neck. Just a conference, she'd said, laughing when I teased her about the hotel bar. I'll be bored out of my mind. Now the house felt hollow. I picked up the phone. The crack spiderwebbed across her name. I told myself it was nothing. Conferences run long. Keynotes get rescheduled. But the lie tasted metallic. I opened the drawer where we kept the spare charger. Her laptop sat beneath it, lid half closed like a guilty mouth. She never forgot it. Never. I flipped it open. The screen woke to a locked desktop, her usual photo of us at the lake, both of us sunburned and stupidly happy. I typed her password. Lakehouse 2022. Failed. My stomach dropped. She'd changed it. I tried again. Lakehouse 2023. Denied. The third time my fingers shook so badly I misspelled it. I stared at the cursor blinking like a heartbeat. I closed the lid. My reflection stared back from the black screen. Eyes red, jaw clenched. I looked like a stranger. Upstairs I paced the bedroom. Her side of the bed was still made, the pillow untouched. I opened her closet. The navy blazer she wore for presentations was missing. So was the red dress, the one she said made her feel like someone else. I sat on the edge of the bed and opened her text again. Don't wait up. She'd never said that. Not once in 8 years. I called her. Straight to voicemail. Her voice bright and recorded. Hi, you've reached Sarah. I hung up. The silence pressed in. I could hear the clock in the hallway ticking like a bomb. I went back downstairs. The laptop stared at me. I opened it again. This time I noticed the sticky note on the underside of the lid. Half peeled, like she'd meant to throw it away. Asterisk room 412. Key under mat. Asterisk. My breath stopped. I drove to the hotel. The one she'd said was fully booked. The one she'd upgraded to after her company changed venues. The lobby smelled like lemon polish and desperation. I took the elevator to the 4th floor. Room 412. The key was there under the mat. Cold metal in my palm. I slid it into the lock. The click echoed like a verdict. The room was dark. The curtains drawn. The air thick with her perfume, vanilla but sharper now, mixed with something musky and male. On the bed. Her red dress crumpled. One heel kicked off near the bathroom. And then I saw them. Sarah. And Mark. My best friend since college. The one who'd stood beside me at our wedding. Who'd toasted to forever with tears in his eyes. They were asleep. Tangled. Her head on his chest. His arm around her waist like it belonged there. I couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. Sarah stirred. Her eyes opened. For a moment she looked relieved. Like she'd been waiting for me. Then she saw my face. David. Her voice cracked. Mark woke blinking, confused. Then recognition hit him like a slap. I backed away. The key slipped from my fingers and clattered to the carpet. Sarah sat up, clutching the sheet. It's not what? Don't, I said. My voice didn't sound like mine. Just don't. Mark sat up too, sheet pooling at his waist. Dave, man, I laughed. Came out ragged, broken. You what? You love her? You're sorry? You didn't mean for this to happen. Sarah's eyes filled. I was going to tell you. After the conference. I swear. After. I repeated. After you extended your stay? After you changed your password? After you left your key under the mat like this was a fucking movie. She flinched. Mark reached for his pants. Let's talk downstairs. Like adults. Adults. I stepped forward. You've been inside my wife, Mark. In my bed. In my life. And you want to talk like adults. Sarah stood, wrapping the sheet around her. I was lonely, she whispered. You were always working. Always gone. Mark listened. Listened. I shouted. He listened while he undressed you? While he touched you? While he... I couldn't finish. I turned and walked out. In the hallway, I leaned against the wall. My legs gave out. I slid to the floor. Behind the door, I heard her crying. Mark's low voice. The rustle of clothes. I don't know how long I sat there. Eventually, the door opened. Sarah stepped out, dressed now, eyes swollen. Mark behind her, carrying her suitcase. She knelt in front of me. "I'm sorry," she said. "I'm so sorry." I looked at her. Really looked. The woman I'd built a life with. The one who knew how I took my coffee, who laughed at my stupid jokes, who held me when my dad died. She was a stranger. I stood. "The lake house," I said. "That was our password. You changed it." She nodded, tears falling. "Why?" "Because I didn't want you to see the messages," she said. "The ones from him. The ones where I said I wished I'd met him first." The words hit harder than any punch. I walked away. In the elevator, I stared at my reflection. The crack in my phone screen had spread, fracturing my face into pieces. I didn't go home. I drove to the lake house. The one we'd bought with our first big bonus. The one where we'd made love on the dock under the stars. I sat on the porch until dawn. My phone buzzed. A new text from Sarah. Asterisk, I left the key under the mat. For you. If you ever want to talk. Asterisk. I deleted it. Then I opened the photos. The one from our wedding. Her in white, me in awe. I stared at it until the sun came up. And then I threw the phone into the lake. It sank without a sound. Just like us.